going on, all you good looking people of the YouTube? I appreciate you joining me for yet again another detail video. Recently I purchased this handheld steamer for around $35. It came with this cup and funnel along with several attachments. I have on the straight tip nozzle because that's my go-to tip. Once we get it full of the water, we put the top back on, nice and snug, and then we give it a little plug into the wall, that is. Actually, I'll be plugged into an extension cord that's plugged into the wall, and I'll be moving along. Now, the little handheld steamer does have to stay plugged in the entire time you're using it. If you unplug it, you've got about 45 seconds to a minute of decent steam coming out. But it cools off a lot quicker than it heats up. Not that it takes a long time to heat up. It's got a max temperature of around 212 degrees, and as you can see, that's perfect to create some lovely steam. The longer you leave it plugged in, the more sufficient it is because it stays hot. Now you may be thinking, having to plug it in is a hassle and that cord must get in the way. But to be quite honest, I don't even think about it. You don't realize it's there. It has a very long cord that's attached to the unit itself, and your extension cord pretty much stays out of your way the whole time. I will say, she does spit and sputter here and there, especially when you first get to pulling the trigger, or if you overfill the unit itself, which is to be expected. It's never anything crazy, and when you're moving along with the steamer, you should have a rag with you anyway to wipe up any excess real quick like. How long does it last, you say? With that little bit of water you put in, it can't last very long. Well, it lasts longer than I do, if you know what I'm saying. In all seriousness, for such a little bit of water and such a tiny unit, it lasts an incredibly long amount of time. I can usually get through a pretty big sized vehicle with just 2 fills on the unit. It doesn't take long to stop, take the top off, top it back off with water, let it reheat, which again takes about 2 minutes, and then you're back at steam cleaning. It also is going to depend on how long you're concentrating in one area. It takes 5 to 10 seconds for you to get the benefit of sanitation out of the steam itself. If you're using it just to cut down on chemicals and kind of clean, then you're kind of just keeping the motion going and you're moving along and wiping as you go. With minimal moisture output, the steamer works really well at breaking up the dirt and grime on every little surface. You'll find when you're done using the steamer and you step back and take a look that it does an amazing job. The clean, that steam clean look just hits different. With this little handheld steamer, I appreciate the cut down time from scrubbing with my brushes or my pads, along with the minimal use of chemicals. Not that every once in a while I won't have to break out a chemical and a brush and do some scrubbing along with the use of the steamer, like in this situation right here. So of course, there's going to be times when you're going to have to combine the use of chemical and elbow grease and a brush or some type of cloth to get the surface extra clean. Sometimes things are just super dirty and super stained, and you gotta put in a little bit more effort to get it back to clean again. Now, once you've come through and you've cleaned your surface with your chemical and your brush or your pad or whatever, and you're satisfied with that, you can still come back through and hit it with the steamer. And I'm telling you, that steamer is just gonna hit it with that extra little bit of love, and you're gonna like the job that you've done, no matter whether it's for yourself or for a client and you're working on their vehicle. They're gonna appreciate it that much more as well. The steamer has become one of my biggest go-to tools for cleaning interiors. It just does such a lovely job. I appreciate y'all watching the video today. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Drop me a comment and hit them thumbs up as it makes the YouTube world go round.